So we are here at Montezuma's Well. I haven't got down to the well yet, but I saw there's a pit house ruin probably right behind me. Let's go take a look. Let's see what's up here. Take a look. It looks like it's, you can kind of look into the pit house more than anything. Oh yeah, just the basics left over. You can see where all the major sports would have been, including the giant center spots. This is the leftovers of the pit house. Let's see if there's age on here. It says, oh, there you go. You can see how the pillars supported. It says between the year 600 and 1400, families built a variety of dwelling types. You can see this is going to be the archaeologist actually working on this specific spot. And then, again, some more excavation. So, 1958, around this was discovered, and then anywhere between 700 AD and 1450, well, 1400 it said, but 1450 is then the Hohokam date. So from my understanding, it's not actually the Hohokam that were here, it was the Sinagua. I need to do a lot more research apparently, because I don't really know anything about the Sinagua really. Now, I think it's a third of a mile. Some a little bit different terrain. I'm going to flip the camera around in a minute so you can see what kind of terrain I'm talking about. So, we got lots of steps, stairs. Of course, we're going up to the well. It's going to be up this way. Look over here, you can see some other Siguana structures. Again, these are massively defensive. Think about it. You're protected from above, below. You have to basically climb to scramble to get up into these areas. You can see another one over here. And then look below, I mean, it's like a moat. It's like a natural moat that protects these guys. This is, again, this is one of the closer pit houses I've actually, or not pit houses, structures that I've been able to get to. So I'm getting nice clear shots. Shot's particularly interesting. It shows how the Rockwell limestone, you could see how the water is coming up through the well in this area, because it's pretty comprehensive. You see all this water got to come from somewhere. And then again, we have another reference to the Beaver Creek. Looks like Beaver Creek may actually feed into Montezuma Well somehow. Alright, so this place is also uniquely interesting due to something I'm reading right now. Apparently there's no natural predators, so therefore we have a lot of leeches. So there's tons of leeches down in this water. Don't go take a swim. This is right here. You got a well outlet, Swallet ruin. So we'll have to back up and go back to the Swallet ruin here in a short bit, but let's go down to the well outlet for now. It's kind of steep stairs. You almost can't see the stairs from the top. A lot of gnats and stuff. So there's no natural predators in this water, so because of that, the leeches are significantly more supported by this type of environment than they would be anywhere else. So these nice stairways, though. I mean, like, you wouldn't be taking a stroller up these, but you know, if you're alone or with a couple, it's a pretty easy hike. I'm trying to see if there's anything we can find in here. Doesn't appear to be. So we'll keep going down to the well. You see over there's a giant rock in the way, but we'll keep on moving downwards. There's an interesting amount of cactus over in that area, but here you start to see, I'm not sure if that's another cave dwelling over in the distance, or if that's, looks like it might be. It's hard to tell. Let's keep moving downwards though. We'll see the ruin on the way back up. Just want to get to the well first. It's always strange when you find rocks toppled up like that. I know at, I can't remember the name of it, the grotto. You see some structure similar to that. It's pretty treacherous land on it, honestly, man. There you go up again. I think this is about the closest we're gonna get, but you can see the water. It's pretty still. Probably got a lot of mosquitoes around here, I'm assuming. And back up over to the left, those are the structures that we were looking at earlier. Now let's try and find this inlet to the actual well. Varying degrees of terrain. Pretty quick elevation drop too, so Made it down over here. You can still see it over there, but this water here is actually running, believe it or not. I found that kind of shocking. Water looked pretty stagnant to me. Look here, we can see this is going to be an actual structure, and you can see how far back that cave goes. It's pretty intense, but you look in there. This is an actual structure, so you can tell this place has been pretty significant to the Saguana. So I apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly, but apparently also bats live here. So photos of this by Rothrock, Phoenix, 1818. So that's a marking from 1818. That's interesting. A unique type of graffiti, right? See if we can get some better shots in night mode. So you can see the structures, the roof is clearly starting to give out a little bit, and then over on this side you can see how treacherous this goes. I mean, you could probably go in there for a while. These walls look pretty interesting. Again, more graffiti. 1896. Duke C. Heflin, 1896. Some more stone. I don't even know how much of the stone's contemporary versus how much of the stone is actual from the original people who lived here. The Montezuma Well is truly a treat. I thought the Montezuma Castle was going to be a little bit more like this one. If you want the up-close experience, you want to come to this place, because it gets you, I mean, this is the closest you can get. I think this one actually might even not be excavated yet. You could see how the half of the room is almost above ground, the other half is below ground. Alright, so if you look right where I'm pointing at, that's where we just were. That was down in between all that brush and stuff. There's a path that takes you to some actual structures. Alright, so right now I'm on a path that wraps around Montezuma's Well. You got a little chain in between us. You fall off that thing, you're gonna have a bad day. Ain't no chain here gonna protect you. So don't get too close. Let's see what's up over here. I think we have another Saguana structure, as well as I think I saw something about a water outlet, but we also saw the inlet. So might be messing up the actual science of that, but you get the idea. It's a crazy sounding bird. Do not throw objects over the rim. Should be common sense, right? But yeah, again, right below here is where we saw that little water path, and it looks like we may have actually another structure. Yep, a Native American structure over here. Absolutely beautiful. Get this bush out of the way. Wow, these stones. These are pretty massive stones. Just mortared together, basically. Been following this trail down to this area now. You can see the trail kind of splits off to the right. We're gonna go ahead and take a look down here and see what there is to see. A lot of steep inclines and declines. We're gonna see the stairs coming down. Look at that. Talk about a lot of water. Wow. Looks like it's running down a little stream here. You can see right there. You can see this has been contemporarily restructured to some degree, but of course we've got a little bridge. There's the actual stream. Absolutely beautiful area. Oh, poison ivy, it says. It's not good. You can see among other spots, this might be the spot that we saw where it goes under the hill, and I think it almost pop out over here. This is going to be the outlet of Montezuma's lake. Then you got these little streams that kind of cut through the area. But if you do go to this place, make sure you watch out for the poison ivy. Apparently that is an issue here. Looks like they don't want us down there. Oh my. This is amazing. Just carve your name here, because the trees are alive and this sign is dead. I like that. Please do not be tagging your name in trees. Wow. Just the absolute beauty of this place. Look at that. So, I guess this is it. This is the end of the trail. We're going to hike back up out of here, get some photos, of course, as always, and head on to Tons to Get. Hopefully we got some nice surprises waiting for us there. Hopefully with a little bit less of a hospitable environment, being as this place is apparently surrounded by leeches. So let's get out of here and get on to the next spot. Alright, so that wraps up our episode of Revisiting History at Montezuma Well. Montezuma's Castle is not far from here. Neither is Tunziket. We saw Montezuma's Castle earlier. Now we're going on to the next spot. Another very, very early structure. Now, I thought this was actually Hohokam territory. Turns out, this was actually a place where the Saguana lived. I'm going to have to do a lot more research because I've never even heard of these people, let alone studied them. So, there's always more to learn. That's the big thing about history. Get out there and revisit it as soon as possible. The more you can learn now, the less you need to learn later. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Every sight, every sound, every feeling. Get out there and revisit some history.